The OBG brought to you by
Hasty Heads and Esquire.
Hello, I am the OBG and welcome to the OBG show. And tonight we're stepping into rough territory, not because the ideas are complicated, but because they're uncomfortably true. We're walking and we're talking the walk, or walking the walk and talking the talk about the way we're drowning in information, yet starved of understanding. A strange little paradox of the modern age. Now your phone can tell you the weather in Mars, but it can't remind you to look out of the window and to take in the view. I'll be right back.
the OBG brought to you by
Hasty Heads and Esquire.
Okay, so we're stuck in a vicious cycle of information, and which I think is pure greed. It's a constant drip feed of distraction, noise, and digital fast food. And nearly 80 years ago, Henry Miller warned that people no longer talk, but they just throw facts at each other like sharp stones gathered from whatever newspaper or pamphlet that they've skimmed for 5 minutes. And it turns out that he wasn't being dramatic, he was predicting the comment section of every social media platform. So hats off to him. No, I posted about him a couple of times. I won't go into it now anyway. So, and as he prophesied, here we are, still scrolling, still arguing, and still not listening. So there has been a spiral of decay of digital distraction. Every week we waste hours flicking through videos, memes, headlines, and hot takes that burn out in the blink of an eye, and we call it staying informed. But half the time we're not informed, we're just entertained. Governments, corporations, influencers, they've all turned distraction into a fine art. Colourful packaging, emotional music, along with slogans written in friendly fonts so that you don't forget, so you don't remember that you're actually being sold something that you never wanted in the first place. And we've gone from being citizens to being targets, marketing targets, and we let it happen. Why? Because it's comfortable. And it's this comfortability that's dangerous. Now, information and the ingestion of bad information is like malnutrition. You never eat anything but snacks all day and then suddenly wonder why your body feels worn out. Yet that's what junk information does to your mind. We're stuffed with shallow content, biased headlines, viral nonsense, half-truth opinions, and everything bad that comes of it. And because it's everywhere, we actually accept it, just like people once accepted colonial ideas, political myths, and the belief that celebrities are somehow moral authorities. Meanwhile, genuine knowledge, the kind that people like Fatima Al-Furi or Rabindranath Tagore or Paul Freire devoted their lives to, gets buried under a landslide of noise. We're not learning, we're grazing. Now, I won't use the S word, that rhymes with April, but you get the point, okay? And we wonder why everybody's anxious, angry, competitive, insecure, and lonely at the same time. It's because we're being fed stories that tell us that we're never enough unless we're consuming, performing, or winning. Now, there's been a quiet takeover by marketing. Marketing has invaded everything. Now, politics isn't about policies anymore. It's about branding. Art's judged by how well it sells, not what it says. Music is designed to go viral, not to heal the soul. Much like a Nina Simone song, or a South African gospel hymn. Even research grants often go to whoever can produce the flashiest pitch. We've made spectacle into religion and meaning into an afterthought. And slowly, without even noticing, we lose our ability to think deeply, to empathize, to resist. And because distraction is easier than truth, we accept that. So what's the alternative? Well, I'm not here to tell you to burn your phones and to move to some Himalayan mountain with monks who drink tea older than the mountains themselves. I'm not prescribing roles. I'm just saying this. It's with courage, vulnerability, and curiosity that is where our change actually starts. We've got to choose depth over noise and real conversations over dopamine hits, human connection over digital applause. And we need to learn to sit with discomfort and question our own assumptions and stop treating every disagreement like a personal attack. And I know it's not easy, but growth never is. We have to build a new way of living because the world that we want, it isn't out there somewhere. It starts with individuals willing to reject the junk data diet. And it requires that people are willing to slow down, pay attention, think critically, admit when they're wrong, embrace community over competition, and stop dancing to the rhythm set by corporate algorithms. We dismantle this toxic system once honest choice happens, and we take one honest choice at a time. And you don't need to overthrow the government, just overthrow your habits. I know breaking habits is hard, but that's the challenge. So we need to create a world where we can actually thrive. Now, here's the truth. There is another way to live. One with meaning, one with clarity and connection. A way that values substance more than spectacle. A way where we can see each other as human beings, not consumers competing in this giant miserable marketplace. We can build a culture that feeds our minds and souls, not just our impulses. We are mind as well as matter. And for those of you who don't make the time to think, here's some possible solutions, okay? Limit your daily intake of digital noise. Replace doom scrolling with reading, listening or talking. Seek out diverse voices, African, Indian, South American, European. Have long conversations with people who don't agree with you and make space for silence, make space for thought, make space for each other. A better world begins when people are brave enough to look for it, to seek it out. And you're one of those people. Thanks for spending time with me. Stay wise, stay grounded, do better and be better. I am the OBG.
The OBG brought to you by
AC Heads and Esquire.